He was the one that changed his name to David Koresh. He came here, and he said he wanted to talk with us. And I was teaching some students at the time, so we stopped. And he came inside. He went to the blackboard, and he began to write some things up there on the blackboard and telling us that Jesus Christ was talking to us. And so I, myself, and the others, we just assumed that he's talking about the Bible. And he continued on. Finally, he said, in fact, Jesus Christ is right here in this room. And again, we thought, all right, spiritually or by the unction of the Holy Spirit, as he said, I will be with you always until the end. So we thought he was talking about Jesus. And then finally he said, Jesus in this room. And I myself asked him to give some more explaining, and that's when he told us that he was Jesus Christ. He never told us he was the sinful Messiah. That came later. But he told us that he was Jesus Christ and that he had a message to come and tell us. And I told him that we'd heard enough, that we did not want to believe that he was Jesus Christ coming. And so he prepared to leave. That's when my wife asked him, why do you go to Davidians when we can see you're not even dressed like a Davidian, and you don't represent properly like a Davidian? Why do you do that? And he says, I go to them because they believe in a prophet. It makes it easier for me to show them that Jesus, a prophet, has come.
He had some 16 or 17 children by 11 or so women, so he was actually very, very active sexually, and it's interpreted in a variety of ways. Most people on the outside see this simply as his own quest for pleasure and power and controlling the whole community and so forth. Because as you say, he went first for unmarried younger girls and so on, and then he claimed also the wives of men who were in the community as well. So his theological justification was that in the book of Revelation it says there will be 24 elders who will judge everybody in the final judgment. And so he wanted his children to be, and he thought that these children would become those elders, would become those judges, and would judge fairly because they came from him.
I met David Koresh while he was living in California, because he did go to California trying to get into the music business because he loved music. He always had his guitar, you know. So I was living in California back then in 1985, 86, 87, and there I met him at church. Just a normal person. And he was expressing to me that he would really like to put the message of the shepherd's rod in music, because he just loved to, play his guitar. So he always talked to me, how could he really transfer this message into a song, about the kingdom, about the David kingdom, talking like that. But anyway, I didn't see him for a while. Then I came to live in Texas about 91. And I heard that he was at this place, Elk, Texas. So I decided to go and look for him, just see what's going on, because I didn't really know the details those days about the Branch Davidian movement, but I heard that they were over there 25 miles away in Elk. So I decided to visit him, and I did get in contact with him. He was there, maybe 92, thereabout, maybe some months before the big fiasco took place. And as I met him, he started out by trying to explain to me the 7 seals. He loved the 7 seals, because he was trying to say, well, he was the person to open the 7 seals, So I said to him, I said Vernon at that time, because that's what I knew him as, Vernon Howell. I said, Brother Howell, I am a Davidian. I have a book written by VTF on the 7 seals. So what are you going to tell me about the 7 seals that I don't know? And he said, listen to me, Brother Archer. Don't you bring to me that Houteff stuff. I am the prophet. Listen to me. So then I realized there was a change here now. He was now the self-proclaimed prophet too. And, it was impressing upon me, come over here and let me give you some studies. But then I realized something was wrong, He was no declaring himself to be a prophet. And I did not acknowledge him as no prophet. So, I was looking at him with a different, eye, looking at him in a different way now. So then I realized that the Vernon Howell that I knew back then in 87 or 85 was not the Vernon Howell I'm now seeing in 92.